Okay, so we're going to have a look at the Una pattern, and this is the front that I've done already. You can see it's a lovely pattern. It's got a really nice shape to it. I do have to say you need to keep count of the number of rows you've done. If you look at the back, it's not easy to count the number of rows you've done. So myself and the team all had to write it down, and I don't think many of us actually have to do that normally. We can count quite easily. You can see it's quite a structured pattern. There's lines going through it that you can see, so you can sort of tell if you've gone wrong fairly easily. Okay, so that's what we're aiming for. Here is the start. I had to remind myself of how to do it. So I'm on row 11 now of the pattern. So it tells me to slip one and knit two. Excuse me, I'm trying to do this round the thing holding my phone and my sewing machine, which is and then it's the instruction is knit two together, knit one. So you knit two together as if you're going to knit the two together, don't slip them off, and then you slip into the first stitch and slip it off. So you've still got the two stitches. If you just knit them two together, you'll only end up with one stitch and your count will be wrong. Okay, so that's the knit two together, knit one, and we need to do that 2 times. So that's one, knit two together, knit one, and slip it off. And you can see they're going in the right direction. You can check even now that you're actually going right. And the next instruction is SSKB 3 times. So this is the one I think that people are getting a bit confused over. So you slip the needle off slip the stitch off the needle as if you were knitting it, and then put it back on the needle. All that does is it opens the stitch up for when you do the next bit. So it's then knit into the back of the second stitch and then knit into both of those stitches. And you can see this one is open now for me to be able to do that a lot easier. And you can see it's going in the right direction. So I'll do that again. So you slip it off as if you were knitting it and slip it back on. You've now opened the stitch up. Go into the back of the next stitch and then knit the 2 stitches together. And so you've still got the 2 stitches. That's the other bit of advice I would give you, is that you need to do a stitch count at the end of, I would say, every row, in case you end up not doing one bit of this and you'll end up with 1 stitch here rather than 2, and your stitch count will be wrong. Ask me how I know that. So your next instruction is back to the knit 2 together, knit 1. So that's just straightforward. Go as if you're going to knit them 2 together, knit into the first stitch, slip them off, and you're doing that twice. Knit 2 together, knit 1. I apologise about the sound of my needles. I don't normally knit at a table. And then it's SSKB 3 times. So that's the one where you slip it off, slip it back on, knit into the back of the second stitch and knit into the back of the 2 stitches. So slip it off, slip it on, knit into the back of the second stitch, knit into the back of the 2 stitches. Slip it off, slip it back on, knit into the back of the second stitch and knit into the 2 stitches. And as I say, you can see that we're going in the right directions on these. I hope that helps.